Hello everyone, it is John and today we are looking at the Boars Head Tavern from my good friend Paul at BP Laser. And as you can see, I'm assembling the ground floor. That's what, we in the civilized world call it. Anyone in North America, I believe, call it the first floor. But we in the English-speaking world call it the ground floor. Yes, so how many people can I offend with that comment? But yes, anyway, look, this is a very simple model to put together, and it's not a lot of pieces. Paul has made this a flat pack model, so I've not actually shown you the pieces. I've actually cut everything out. I'm just doing the door at the moment. The door comes as card now, which is different. It's a lot thinner, and as you can see, just getting that glued. Yeah, your fingers do get sticky with a fair bit of white stuff, so just need to have a tissue around to mop that all up. And I would suggest something like a spare book or something just to throw on top, which is actually what I do for the Boars Head Tavern sign, which I don't think I actually show you in the process. The fireplace is excellent. It fits in together nicely. I actually do a good job on this one, and all nicely assembles. So that's going together. You'll find that yet again I struggle with stairs. So we're not seeing that. Stairs will be coming up shortly. Yeah, so here we go, stairs. I guess it's just, it's easy to do one side, but then you're trying to get the other side lined up. Yes, always an issue. So anyway, taking the I applied masking tape to allow the glue to set. Now I'm putting in the cornices or the brick edgings, and now there is a pattern which you will need to be aware of, because I don't find that out, and it's only by error. I stumble across it at the, obviously I luck out at the beginning when I'm putting it together. It's only when I get to the very end at the last section next to the fireplace that I go, why is one of these wall sections poking up? And it's because I've put it in upside down. So do be aware when you're putting these corners on that you need to make sure that you've got the right sections applied. And I think this is where, this is where I struggle, and I'm there going, why is this up? Yep, oh, it's off camera. That'd be right. Yeah, I will eventually get myself something decent with doing this, but look, there is the ground floor. And I'm really happy with that. Now, of course, here comes the fun part. Yes, I didn't show you me cutting all the windows out. That was tedious. Look, it's almost as tedious as watching me glue all these window frames. So the window frames are simple. All it is just the frame and the sill, and then there are the which I've done those which I apply. What I would suggest in future is that you actually apply the window frames on the walls to start with, so that you can line them all up and allow them to set, and then put the walls onto the floors. So that's what I would suggest in future. That way then you can line up the windows, because when I've looked at it afterwards, I guess I'm a little anal when it comes to, I suppose, things lining up, and sometimes they just look a little out of place, and that's only because just the way that it's turned out. So, but apart from that, look, it's good enough. Medieval builders may have been a little bit wonky. Dry rot's probably set in and things have moved on, and there we go. I would suggest too that you do move the stairs over a little bit. Actually plug it up. There is a footprint for it to go on. So now we're on to the first floor, or if you're in the uncivilized part of the world, it is the second floor, but we call it the first floor. So this comes with two sections. So you've got the walls, and then you've got the outer, shall we call it cladding, which is, I guess, the brace, if we'd call it that. So again, nice and simple. I use the tape just to hold it together long enough for the glue to set. So a nice, clean, square cut. And now I'm looking at, without realizing that those sections there are actually what the Boars Head Tavern sign hangs off, and you don't actually glue them together. They're actually single, and there's actually two of them, so you actually only need one. So I guess you could hang another sign or something off the other one. So you're lucky and end up with two of them. So the Boars Head Tavern, yep, you get the outer ring, you get the boar's head. You just put the outer ring on the main card, stick the boar's head in the center of the other, so you've got the contrast. And as I said, you just let that dry, which is what I did. Yeah, nice and simple. So these, what am I looking at here now? Okay, so I'm now looking at the outer cladding, the bracing, and I'm making sure that I'm getting it into the right area. Now, I was a little concerned at one stage that was there supposed to be some gaps at the end, and look, it doesn't matter. If you want to, there is enough pieces left over on the, shall we call it, the frames, that you can cut. But honestly, it looks good in the end, no matter. So all goes together. Excellent. As you can see, I'm ripping through this at a great number of knots. You can see off to the right there, I have the windows all placed off with their frames, with their the shutters. Thank you, that's the word I'm thinking of, shutters. And that's the section where the fireplace goes on. Now I'm going to have to do something about trying to get some device to do a better overhead shot for my, because at this stage you're not seeing some of the work that I'm working on, I think. But look, you're seeing the vast bulk of the work. I've obviously gone off to look at my computer now to see what Paul has done with his with the photos that he's put up on his Facebook site. So I'm just checking. Yep, all looking good. I've just checked to see that the stairs have lined up, and that's the first floor on top of the ground. All working well. I'm pleased. And now I'm just doing the fireplace. I've actually put the first section on, and then plonk that all in. So that's gone in there nicely. That is the chimney that goes on top of the roof that I'm putting together there now. And Initially I was there going, why is this rocking? And it's because Paul's actually put a curve on the base of the chimney, because it goes on a slanting roof section. Yes, quite right. These are the braces for the roof, and there's also they also are on the ground floor. So obviously the first floor has sits on top of the ground, which is fairly obvious, but the ground floor has got braces which support the first floor. So that's what's happening here. I'm putting the braces in for the roof that goes on top, so that's looking good. Now I'm doing all the windows, which, yes, it is, what can I say? Yes, it is indeed tedious. But what I've done here is that I think I've done 6 windows with, 6 windows with the shutters closed. And again, as I said, it's probably better if you do the windows on the wall sections to start with, because when I go to now put these closed windows onto the sections where the windows are, I'm going, where have I got them in the right place? And I'm sort of having to juggle a little bit to ensure that I have. So trying to look in from the back to make sure that I've got them right. So we learn these things as we work. So obviously if I ever do another one of these again, at least I know what I'm doing. Oh, okay, so I've now jumped straight onto the roof section. I wonder what happened here. Yes, okay, so I'm onto the roof. Obviously I must have skipped a little bit, but look, the main thing is that it is a simple model to whack together. The frames, look, this frame section is really easy. As you can see, it all goes together, and there is a lot of stability here, so you're not going to end up with much movement once the frames are secured. So, you may look at it in the first place and think, oh geez, this is looking a little rickety, but it is not. Trust me, it is not at all. And everything slots in very, very well. As you can see, I've used quite a bit of glue. I certainly don't spare it. And of course, with the way that the notches are cut into the frame, it gives you the surface that you need for the roof card to slot on. So next I'm seeing that I have everything needed for the roof, for the roof, which is quite right. Now you're probably wondering, why have I got that piece of dowel off the side? Yes, I used the dowel to get a kink in the roof, which is absolutely necessary. What I would suggest is that if you have access to, say, a light sandbag or say a heat pack or something like that, that you can actually apply just to weigh down the surface, that would be excellent, because it really needs that. So as you can see, it all comes together very nicely. So I'm really happy with how this is going together, and I don't think I'm actually going to show you all the roof frame being done. I had a little bit of a hiccup with the last section of this video, but you'll see more than enough of it to know what to do. And as you can see, it really needs to clamp down the top. Right, and here we go. This is the final model. You can see there is the Boar's Head sign hanging at the front. And look, there's the chimney. I am so impressed with that chimney. It looks bloody brilliant. The windows, very nice indeed. The roof has turned out beautifully. I've gone for one window open, one shut. The shutters down the bottom, yeah, I did them differently. I've made them open. Some European houses have got them where they're actually like an ornament to either side of the to the window. So I went for that sort of look for the bottom floor. The others I've had stuck to the frame so that they're actually, you know, open and shut. So here we go, taking the roof off, and as you can see, it is nice and firm. Yep, no problems there. Look, for role playing and that, this is excellent. As I said, the only thing is, obviously, with my putting the stairs in, I could have moved the stairs slightly across, but nevertheless, for the first time, works well. So that is the first floor, and here we are, the ground floor. Again, the only problem I think I had was that with the windows, with the braces, you can't open the windows where the braces are too close to the where the windows, keeping them open, and that's about the only criticism that I would find. But apart from that, look, this is a delightful model. I love it. Paul is talking about some other. Now, this is just me not being able to hold the camera and put it back into the slot. Not that it's a difficulty trying to put it together. This is just me not being able to. Yep, nice and firm. Trust me, it's excellent. I really do like this. So anyway, look, thank you very much, everybody, for watching this video. And until next time, signing off, the Honourable John. Yes, I'm going now. Trust me, I am going. Yep, look. Bye-bye, everybody. Tooroo, really? Bye.